Today I'm going to share some of the best methods and strategies to build your real estate business. So please stay tuned. Hello everybody, I hope you're all having an amazing day. As you know, or if you don't know, my name is Aram. I'm a real estate agent here in the Chicagoland area, and I have a great video for you today, and it was inspired by one of you when I was responding to one of the comments under, I think, my last vlog. I was typing, and then poof, it hit me. And I was like, you know what? That's what we're going to talk about. All the different methods and strategies for you to build your real estate business. And I know I preach cold calling, but you know, there's several different ways to build a business. You know, there's many successful agents who have never made a cold call in their life. And I think it all comes down to like who you're going to be. And that's why I think this video is going to be so helpful, because if you don't want a cold call, then you're going to hate your life. Right? You're not going to stay consistent with it. If it's just so against your nature, then you're not going to get the success that you really can. But you don't have to settle for cold calling. There's several different ways to do it. So today I'm going to break it down, and wait till the end, please, because then I'm going to bring it full circle and tell you what it's all about. Before we dive into it, I just want to preface everything by saying I'm not the world's most successful agent. I would say I'm average, if not maybe a little bit above average, but this is my fourth year in the business. I've gone through a lot of failures, a lot of lessons, a lot of experiences, and all I'm going to do today is I'm just going to share what I've seen other agents do, from the content I've been following, from what I do, this and the other, that has worked and can produce results, right? So this is just speaking from experience, not saying I'm some preacher over here, because, you know, I can't preach because I have no room to preach. I haven't even made like $100,000 in a year. Anyhow, let's get into it. The number one method to build your real estate business, in my opinion, I have it on my list, is the obvious one: relationships. You have to focus on relationships. Whether you're doing anything between 2 to 6, which I have 6 items total, any of the other ones don't matter if you're not focusing on building a relationship, because that's what long-term business comes into play. Because if you're just looking to get a deal, close it, and move on to the next, you'll be chasing a deal for the rest of your life. You will hate your life and you will burn out. But when you're building a relationship, you sell them one deal, you hang out with them, and a year later they call you back. You don't have, it's just less stress. So believe me, focus on the relationship. It's the best way to do it. Moving on to the second one, which is pretty obvious, and after this it'll get a little bit more unique, as cold calling. That's how I built my business in the first couple of years. That's why I still like it. It's produced results for me. It's produced tremendous amount of results for other agents. The positive about cold calling is that it's so cost efficient. It just takes time. And as a new agent, guess what you have an abundance of? Oh yeah, this thing called time. Because you have no showings, no closings, no clients to service, nothing. All you have to do is sit there and make cold calls. There's different ways, like different categories of cold calling. There's circle prospecting, which is basically you pick a neighborhood you want to call, or maybe a house that just sold, and you call around. Basically just fishing in the dark, right? You know what? I want to sell in that neighborhood, so I'm going to call everybody in that neighborhood to see who might be interested in doing something with me. So that's one subcategory. The other one is for sale by owners, obvious. The third one is expired listings, which are homes that were on the MLS that came off unsold, right? So those are 3 little sections for cold calling. Now, important to remember, I'll note this several times, chances of you getting a deal on the first call, slim to none, right? It's about maybe 5–10% of the time. However, the money is made in the follow-up. But everything here, and I'm going to bring it full circle, is in follow-up, right? So if you talk to somebody, let's say the neighborhood you want to sell in, they might not be ready today, but everybody's a prospect. That's the beautiful thing about our business, right? So if they're not ready today, they will be ready eventually. So all you have to do is figure out a way to stay in touch. And that's up to you for how you want to do it. You can do emails, phone calls, text messages, postcards, whatever. Quick interruption halfway through. If you're enjoying the video so far, I got some more goodness towards the end of this video. Please just take a minute, like the video for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed, and leave a comment. I'd love reading your feedback. Back to the video. Moving on to number 3 on my list, which is social media. You could definitely build a huge business in social media. Actually, I would say 80% of my clients come from social media nowadays, and I love it. I love it. If I could just get away from cold calling completely, I'd be the happiest person on planet Earth, right? I don't like to do it, but I do it anyway because I understand the value in it, right? So now let's talk about the subcategories of social media. You could build your business on Facebook, maybe just through advertising leads and things like that. or organically through your friends list on Facebook. Maybe you post video on your business page, which I do this often. Then you boost it to get a lot of branding your way, etc., etc. So Facebook one way. Instagram is fantastic. Actually, a lot of my business is coming from Instagram solely. And then obviously you have TikTok. And then, which is something new that I'm exploring with, I mean, if you have noticed, YouTube. YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world. So it might help you to get on it and start making some local content. You're not going to get as many views. You might get maybe 300 to 1,000 views. But hey, these are 300 to 1,000 people who are looking to do something in your area, right? So it's very valuable. So that's another category of social media. So if maybe you don't like the cold calling aspect, then you can do the social media. Maybe if you don't like Instagram posts, but you like video, boom, there's your YouTube. Or maybe you just like to write, get on Facebook or LinkedIn or Twitter, whatever. So it's different avenues. So that's one way that agents have proven to build a long, sustainable real estate business. Moving on to number 4, which is open houses. Some people believe it's dead. I don't like to do open houses for some weird reason. I don't know. I get a weird feeling about it. It is, however, an extremely beneficial thing for all new agents to do, and you could build a business from it. If you are, again, consistent, and everything I list out does not work if you're not consistent. One social media post will do nothing. A month of social media will do nothing. It will take 6 to 18 months of anything to build a sustainable business. So keep that in mind. And it's no different with open houses. You have to do one every week, if not 2, and then follow up with the people that actually visit it, and then stay up to date with them, stay in touch, and then it will lead to business, okay? And then we have postcards. Yes, I said it. There's a lot of agents who could build a very sustainable business just by sending postcards. It's called farming. You pick an area you want to sell in. You make sure you do the research that, you know, there's a lot of turnover. There's no one agent that gets all the business, this, that, and the other. And you just start, you know, sending them postcards maybe once a month, right? And then eventually, like I said, everybody's a prospect. So if you're sending it to 500 homes, well, maybe only 5 of them are ready to sell right now. But hey, the other 495 will be ready eventually, and that's the key. And the final one is my least favorite, and I've tried this once. It's disgusting. Door knocking. It is the cheapest way to do it because it does not cost you anything. You don't even have to pay for Red X, the numbers, nothing. All you have to do is go like, hey, are you interested in buying a house? That's it, or selling a house, and that's it. Door knocking works. A lot of agents have built their business that way. A lot of like hustlers, because it's a hustle, ladies and gentlemen. You have to stay consistent with it. You have to knock on doors. It's got a lot of face-to-face. For me, it's just not something for me. Like if maybe cold calling isn't for you, door knocking isn't for me. So these are some of the strategies that I've seen work when it comes to building your real estate business as an agent. And I'm going to tie it all together. Everything I just named, if you noticed, I kept mentioning follow-up and staying in touch with these people. Long-term, 6 to 18 months, whatever. And it all comes down to this. If you want to build a sustainable real estate business, it's what I've learned recently, you need to have a database. How you acquire those clients into your database doesn't matter. So, you see, I put database in big words right here. So if you're going to build relationships, relationships are going to your database. You cold call to build a database that you can follow up with and then get business from later on. Social media, your follower count, that is your database, right? Those are the people that know you. Those are the people you need to follow up with, stay in touch with, you know, stay in front of them. Top of mind awareness, right? Or same for open houses. You do open houses so you can get people's information, put them in a database, stay in touch with them. That's the name of the game. Same with postcards. Same with door knocking. You don't door knock just like, okay, you're not interested, I'm out, right? You door knock to see when are they interested, and then you put them in your database. So moral of the story is, if you want to build a successful real estate business, really, if you want to simple it down to just bare bones, all you have to do is figure out a way to talk to as many people as possible, get their information, and here's the money shot, stay in touch with them over the long term. And that's it. And that's it. That is, from my experience, how you can build a large real estate business. That is what I'm trying to do. So stay tuned with this YouTube channel. You can see the experiment take hold. And it's kind of working now because over the last, I would say, 18 months or so, I've really cranked up the social media, and you could tell if you just go back to my older posts, it's maybe like 30 likes, 40 likes. But now I'm going over 100 likes, 200 likes, 300 likes. Videos are getting more views, right? So it takes time to build it, but once you build it, it gets easier. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please leave a comment below with your thoughts. Actually, I would really like to know what your favorite method of prospecting is, or building your business, right? Do you like social media? Do you like cold calling? Do you prefer door knocking? Are you the open house guy or girl? Doesn't matter. Let me know. I'm really interested to get your feedback on this. So leave it in the comments. If you're not subscribed, if it's your first time here, please subscribe. You've made it this far. You might as well. And I will catch you on the next one. Thank you so much.